1 Samuel chapter 4. And Samuel spake unto all Israel, and Israel went out against the Philistines to battle, and pitched beside Ebenezer, and the Philistines pitched in Aphek. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel. And when they joined the battle, Israel was smitten down before the Philistines, who slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. So when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, Wherefore hath the Lord smitten us this day before the Philistines? Let us bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh unto us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. Then the people went to Shiloh, and brought from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, who dwelleth between the cherubims, and who were with the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, and the ark of the covenant of God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the host, all Israel shouted a mighty shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What meaneth the sound of this mighty shout in the host of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the host. And the Philistines were afraid, and said, God is come into the host. Therefore said they, Woe unto us, for it had not been so heretofore. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Be strong and play the men, O Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews, as they have served you. Be valiant, therefore, and fight. And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten down, and every man fled into his tent. And there was an exceeding great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, died. And there ran a man of Benjamin out of the army, and came to Shiloh that same day, with his clothes rent and earth upon his head. And when he came, lo, Eli sat upon a seat in the wayside, waiting, for his heart feared the ark of God. And when the man came into the city to tell it, all the city cried out. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, What meaneth this noise of the tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 80 years old, and his eyes were dim that he could not see. And the man said unto Eli, I came from the army, and I fled this day out of the host. And he said, What thing is done, my son? And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there hath been also a great slaughter among the people. Moreover, thy two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God is taken. And when he had made mention of the ark of God, Eli fell back from his seat, backward by the side of the gate, and his neck was broken, and he died. For he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. And his daughter-in-law, Phinehas' wife, was with child near her travail. And when she heard the report that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and travailed, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the women that stood about her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast borne a son. But she answered not, nor regarded it. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and because her father-in-law and her husband died. She said again, The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. 1 Samuel chapter 5. Then the Philistines took the ark of God and carried it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. Even the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it unto the house of Dagon, and set it by Dagon. And when they of Ashdod rose the next day in the morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face on the ground before the ark of the Lord. And they took up Dagon and set him in his place again. And they also rose up early in the morning the next day, and behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face on the ground before the ark of the Lord, and the head of Dagon and the 2 palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him. Therefore the priests of Dagon and all that come into Dagon's house tread not on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day. For the hand of the Lord was heavy upon them in Ashdod, and destroyed them, and smote them with the emeralds, both Ashdod and the coasts thereof. And when the men of Ashdod saw this, they said, Let not the ark of God of Israel abide with us, for his hand is sore upon us, and upon Dagon our God. They sent therefore and gathered all the princes of the Philistines unto them, and said, What shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel? And they answered, Let the ark of the God of Israel be carried about unto God. And they carried the ark of God of Israel about. And when they had carried it about, the hand of the Lord was against the city with a very great destruction. And he smote the city, both small and great, and they had emeralds in their secret parts. Therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron. And as soon as the ark of God came to Ekron, the Ekronites cried out, saying, They have brought the ark of the God of Israel to us to slay us and our people. Therefore they sent and gathered together all the princes of the Philistines, and said, Send away the ark of God of Israel. Let it return to its own place, that it slay us not and our people. For there was a great destruction and death throughout all the city, and the hand of God was very sore there. And the men that died not were smitten with the emeralds, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. 1Samuel chapter 6. So the ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. And the Philistines called the priests and the soothsayers, saying, What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us wherewith we shall send it home again. And they said, If you send away the ark of the God of Israel, send it not away empty, but give unto it a sin offering. Then ye shall be healed, and it shall be known to you why his hand departeth not from you. Then they said, What shall be the sin offering which we shall give unto it? And they answered, 5 golden emeralds, and 5 golden mice, according to the number of the princes of the Philistines. For 1 plague was upon you all, and on your princes. Wherefore you shall make the similitudes of your emeralds, and the similitudes of your mice that destroy the land. So you shall give glory unto the God of Israel, that he may take his hand from you, and from your gods, and from your land. Wherefore then should ye harden your hearts, as the Egyptians and Pharaoh hardened their hearts, when he wrought wonderfully among them? Did they not let them go, and they departed? Now therefore make a new cart, and take 2 milch kine, on whom there hath come no yoke, and tie the kine to the cart, and bring the calves home from them. Then take the ark of the Lord, and set it upon the cart, and put the jewels of gold, which ye give it for a sin offering, in a coffer by the side thereof, and send it away, that it may go. And take heed, if it go up by the way of its own coast to Bethshemesh, it is he that did this great evil unto us. But if not, ye shall know then that it is not his hand that smote us, but it was by a chance that happened to us. And the men did so, for they took the 2 kine that gave milk, and tied them to the cart, and shut the calves at home. So they set the ark of the Lord upon the cart, and the coffer with the mice of gold, and the similitudes of their emeralds. And the kine went the straight way to Bethshemesh, and kept one path, and lowed as they went, and turned neither to the right hand nor to the left, Also the princes of the Philistines went after them unto the borders of Bethshemesh. Now they of Bethshemesh were reaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and they lifted up their eyes and spied the ark, and rejoiced when they saw it. And the cart came into the field of Joshua a Bethshemite, and stood still there. There was also a great stone, and they clave the wood of the cart, and offered the kine for a burnt offering unto the Lord. And the Levites took down the ark of the Lord, and the coffer that was with it, wherein the jewels of gold were, and they put them on the great stone. And the men of Bethshemesh offered burnt offering and sacrifices that same day unto the Lord. And when the 5 princes of the Philistines had seen it, they returned to Ekron that same day. So these are the golden emeralds which the Philistines gave for a sin offering to the Lord. For Ashdod 1, for Gaza 1, for Ashkelon 1, for Gath 1, for Ekron 1. And the golden mice, according to the number of all the cities of the Philistines, belonging to the 5 princes, both of walled towns and of towns unwalled, unto the great stone of Abel, whereupon they set the ark of the Lord, which stone remaineth unto this day in the field of Joshua the Bethshemite. He smote the men of Bethshemesh, because they had looked in the ark of the Lord. He slew even among the people 50,000 men, and 70 men, and the people lamented, because the Lord had slain the people with so great a slaughter. Wherefore the men of Bethshemesh said, Who is able to stand before this holy Lord God? And to whom shall he go from us? And they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, The Philistines have brought again the ark of the Lord. Come ye down and take it up to you. 1 Samuel chapter 7. Then the men of Kiriath Jearim came and took up the ark of the Lord, and brought it into the house of Abinadab in the hill. And they sanctified Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. For while the ark abode in Kiriath Jearim, the time was long, for it was 20 years, and all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. Then spoke Samuel unto all the house of Israel, saying, If ye come again unto the Lord with all your heart, put away the strange gods from among you, and Ashtoreth, and direct your hearts unto the Lord, and serve him only, he shall deliver you out of the hands of the Philistines. Then the children of Israel did put away Baal and Ashtoreth, and served the Lord only. And Samuel said, Gather all Israel to Mizpah. I will pray for you unto the Lord. And they gathered together to Mizpah, and drew water, and poured it out before the Lord, and fasted that same day, and said there, We have sinned against the Lord. And Samuel judged the children of Israel in Mizpah. When the Philistines heard that the children of Israel were gathered together to Mizpah, the princes of the Philistines went up against Israel. And when the children of Israel heard that, they were afraid of the Philistines. And the children of Israel said to Samuel, Cease not to cry out unto the Lord our God for us, that he may save us out of the hand of the Philistines. Then Samuel took a sucking lamb, and offered it altogether for a burnt offering unto the Lord. And Samuel cried unto the Lord for Israel, and the Lord heard him. And as Samuel offered the burnt offering, the Philistines came to fight against Israel. But the Lord thundered with a great thunder that day upon the Philistines, and scattered them, so they were slain before Israel. And the men of Israel went up from Mizpah, and pursued the Philistines, and smote them until they came under Bethkar. Then Samuel took a stone, and pitched it between Mizpah and Shen, and called the name thereof Ebenezer. And he said, Hitherto hath the Lord helped us. So the Philistines were brought under, and they came no more again unto the coasts of Israel. And the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the day of Samuel. Also the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel, from Ekron even to Gath. And Israel delivered the coast of the same out of the hands of the Philistines, and there was peace between Israel and the Amorites. And Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life, and went about year by year to Bethel, and Gilgal, and Mizpah, and judged Israel in all those places. Afterward he returned to Ramah, for there was his house, and there he judged Israel. Also he built an altar there unto the Lord.